Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are now tuned in to the Disney Holic Show. Hello and welcome to the Disney Holic Show. That's not Jenn Diz, that's Nick, and I'm Mike TV. Welcome to Disney Villains Unfairly Forever Later, where we're going to talk a little bit about the new Disney Villain show, talk about a game of Disney villains, and a little bit of a wicked teaser. All right, don't adjust your television sets just yet. We have a special guest co-host today, Nick, friend of the show. Welcome back.
Thanks, Mike. I have a lot of useless Disney knowledge that I'm hoping to put to the test tonight.
Perfect, because we do have a game of an episode today with a full-on Disney villain password game. And the last time we played this, Jenn Diz didn't do so well, but that was my fault because I actually hosted it incorrectly. And today we're going to do the game properly with the real instructions. But what makes you really good at Disney trivia? Why are you a Disney holic, Nick?
I feel like I've lived and breathed Disney my entire life, parks, cruise line, movies, music, everything. So I think I'm up to the test.
Nice. And we both ended up moving over here to Disney World in the last year or so. And so you're the perfect first co-host of the year to join us without Jen or without Mike. So it's just going to be me and you. Without me, no, I mean, a co-host. That's the actual co-host. Okay. So, let's see. We went to see the Villains show that opened this year at Hollywood Studios, and I know you went there before I even got to see it. And then I recently saw it when they did a D23 Villains Unfairly Ever After special panel, which was pretty cool because we got to go to watch the new Disney Villain show at Hollywood Studio, and we got to see a D23 panel at the Disney Springs movie theater. But before we get to that, what did you think of the new show?
Yeah, I think one of the studios needed it. They needed something in that area. But I don't know. I think it was fun. It was a lot more screens than I thought they would have in the show. I wanted to see like a little more performers, more like live actors in it. But I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's something they're probably going to use in Villains Land or like a variation of it. That's my guess.
Yeah. I like that there was a nice tease of what can come in a whole villains sort of playground. And I actually was worried about the screens too, because I was one of those people who kept commenting on the Disney Instagram posts saying, no, no more screens, because they kept showing behind the scenes before it opened, and there were a lot of screens. I did think they blended it pretty well, better than I expected, in terms of like who was in the screen, coming out of the screen, or interacting with the screen. There was one particular character that um, Jen and Nicole, who I was there with, thought was a real person, which was, I think, Jafar. It was
Yeah, there's Jafar and Hades,
yeah,
both of them. That's like, yeah,
right.
that was really cool.
And yeah, they looked pretty real. It reminded me of like Disney cruise ship level of a show, like really nice show that I would go to watch again, actually.
And they created like a fun new original song for the show, which is always fun when Disney does that.
Yes. Wait, tell us more about that song.
I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it has had like I feel like it's stuck in my head all the time. It just has like that what you want out of like a Disney Parks song. It was super fun.
Yes.
It was the Magic Mirror is the one singing the song in the show. But hopefully that's something that sticks around too.
That was a standout, and we're
Yeah.
actually going to play a snippet of that song to close out today's episode later on. And it is Magic Mirror on the
Yeah.
Wall. Da 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 da. And the reason why I really loved it was because it was catchy and it reminded me of Oompa Loompa songs from Willy Wonka. Like it was like teaching you a lesson, like da 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 da. ba 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 ba. Like it had that nice rhyme to it.
I think you're the first person I've heard compare the villain show to the Oompa Loompas. So there's that.
Oompa. There you go. Yeah, well done on that song because it is a new catchy park song, I guess you could say. Now, when you went, how many times have you seen the Disney Villain
I've
show?
seen it 3 times
Oh,
now.
wow. Okay. I
Yes.
only saw it the one time. It's still very popular too. Like sometimes you have to wait for the next showtime and get in
Yeah.
that queue.
Yeah,
Do
I've
you
gone and
remember?
sometimes there we haven't been able to get in. The line's
Oh,
too long and they would cut off the line. So it's been super popular still.
yeah. The winner of the first time you went, do you remember which villain won the contest?
Yes, it was Maleficent.
Maleficent. Oh, that's a good one.
Hmm.
Do you remember in general like what the whole contest was about?
Um, I think it was about who was like the unfairest of them all, who was there unfairly, I think, right? Something along
Yeah,
those
it was like who
lines.
was judged most unfairly and
Yeah.
shouldn't be a villain. It's just so clever. Like that's so clever for like comedy and an improv, even though it's not improv. Like it felt like we really had to decide who and start thinking about their movies and their actions and which villains did things that were maybe okay or not so okay.
And do you think that because in the show the audience is supposed to kind of pick who they think should win at the end? Do you think the audience is actually choosing that based on applause, or
Okay,
because I
so
asked that because every time I've gone, I've had the same winner each time.
really, I thought you were
Yeah.
about to tell me that you had some insider knowledge or something that it's not, but I want to say 95% sure it is really audience participation. And here's why I know is when I had gone, it was Captain Hook that won.
Oh,
So, and I remember reading online like he was really popular. I think the actor who plays him at on most of the shows. So I thought, oh man, it's scripted. I thought, oh, it was going to be Captain Hook, and it is Captain Hook. So then I thought, okay, it's fine. And then just not too long ago, I was coming back from vacation in Hawaii, and I ran into this woman at the airport with her kids, and she was talking about how Cruella de Vil won, and she was on her way leaving Orlando, and I was just getting there, coming home. Weird, right? Coming home for us. So, anyways, yeah, and we were going on and on about it, and so I guess it was real because she got Cruella. You said you got Maleficent. I had Hook, and it was just the cutest thing because her kid, one of the kids, like favorite villain was Cruella de Vil and loved it, and she comes with all these bubbles when she makes her appearances in the sky,
yeah.
in the air. I was gonna say the sky in the in the theater. So she was happy that Cruella won, and then the mom really wanted someone else to win, blah blah blah. And so the whole point that I got was, oh, okay, it is real.
No, I like that because I always thought because I was like Maleficent's always like the most popular villain and everyone loves Maleficent. So in my mind, I was like, oh, Maleficent's going to win every single time. So I'm happy to hear that that's not the case, even though that's the only one that I've seen one. But that's I'm glad they do switch it up though.
There you go. So now you got to go a fourth and a fifth, sixth time.
I gotta do it again.
And yeah, for those of you who are listening or watching and have not seen the new Disney villain show at Hollywood Studios, really get into the spectacle of it all and applause the loudest for the villain you think was treated the most unfairly by their peers and Judge Judy. And then you'll see who wins. The other thing I liked about Villains Land, you had sort of mentioned things to come after seeing this. So just down the way at Disney World, Magic Kingdom, we're already seeing construction start on the new Piston Peak Cars area, but behind that is going to be a full-on Villains Land coming in probably 2030 is my guess, which sounds so far away, but it's not, but also still far
Yeah,
away.
yeah, only 5 years. Oh,
Yeah.
I think they would definitely be done by then because I think 2030 is what is that the 60th anniversary of Magic Kingdom? So
Oh,
I think
they do
all
like
of
a
that stuff will be
milestone.
done by then. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember, quick tangent, do you remember all the 50th merchandise for Disney World had the Cosmic Rewind vehicles on it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, and I was just so mad. Every time I saw it, I'd be like, "It's not open. Why are you doing that?" But the whole pandemic happened, so that was their excuse at the time.
And the
S-
50th merch was like not the best.
It's not
The
the
whole
best,
celebration
yeah.
was not the best. Yeah.
And it kept coming out for like 2 years. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm done. In
COVID,
fact, I
COVID
think
backed up.
you have the 50th Disney World Florida resident license plate. Is that correct?
I do. Yeah.
Nice. So I've been sleeping on it and I haven't got it yet, and it's already changed. And
You didn't get it?
I actually like the new one better. Whoops.
Oh wait,
Um,
no, I do have the new one. The 50th they retired. They retired that plate, I think. The new one is
wait.
like with just like it's this the blue castle. That's the newer one.
Oh, wait, that's the one I want without the
Yeah.
50th stuff. Okay,
Yes. So
so
you can
I
still
have
get that.
cleared the thing for that. Okay,
You've cleared it. Yeah.
perfect. And we don't need to tell everyone your license plate if you don't want to be found, but it is pretty cool.
It
So
is Indiana Jones related. Yes.
Indiana Jones. So if you are driving around Winter Garden, Orlando area, and you see a car with a with an Indiana Jones themed license plate for the Disney Castle, that could be today's Disney Holic Show guest co-host, Nick.
It could be people either understand the reference when they see it or they think I'm a doctor. So those are the only two options.
People eater, I thought it you said. People eater. Now, something kind of villainous-esque, another tangent, is there was a Disney Plus animated series that recently came out called Marvel Zombies, which is a spin-off of sorts of the What If series, but it's also based on an entire comic run that they did. I want to say as far back as the 90s, where they turned all the Marvel characters into zombies because there was an outbreak. Now they did a animated series on it on Disney Plus. Have you seen that?
I've not seen it now. I know of it, I just haven't watched it yet.
I had a note here because we were talking about villains things to ask you about it, but definitely recommend it. It was really well done. I've always been a fan of zombies in general, just zombie lore, whether it's books, movies, horror movies, comedies, and then now it's bleeding into the MCU, which is really cool. And they just did a really good job. So if anyone likes zombies and the way zombie movies operate and the way people strategize and the way outbreaks happen, like they do such a good job in touching like every version of zombie lore and then mixing it with Marvel.
You sound like you're preparing for the zombie apocalypse,
I
Mike.
am, always am, and you know that. I know when we first worked together, I said something about that because we do need to always have a plan. You never know.
Do you have a plan in Orlando of where
I
you go, where
don't,
you
and
go?
surprisingly, I've been in this apartment now for almost a year, and I don't even have a zombie escape plan in this apartment.
You need to get on that.
Yeah, it's probably actually I have ingredients of a plan. So there is a neighborhood near us because we both live in Winter Garden, called Independence, and it's one of those neighborhoods that just seemed like handcrafted. I don't know if it was made by Disney specifically, but it's right on the berm of Magic Kingdom. And it's just a really well manicured neighborhood. It has a entrance and an exit, or a couple of them, with giant torches of fire. And then there's like a replica of like the National Washington D.C. Mall with the grass and the like a big um, residence hall. Anyways, it's the perfect neighborhood to wall up, and then everybody, all the survivors stay in it, and you live in it, and you invite only special people get to go in and out of it. So that's gonna be probably where I go camp out.
Wow, you really thought that through.
Yeah.
Mine, I used to have a plan, and now that plan has been foiled. So I always thought I would go to Magic Kingdom and go to Tom Sawyer Island because you're stuck on the island. But she's gone now, so
You know what?
that's not working anymore.
You still can somewhere over
The
there, but
dirt.
yeah, the water moat is a nice way to separate yourself from zombies. And without the
Yeah.
rivers of America, you won't have that. And what a great co-host you are that you brought it all the way back to villains and villains land. So great job on that.
You're welcome.
So are you ready to play the game of password villains edition?
Let's do it.
Okay, so the way this game works, and I'm going to try to do it properly this time, is I'm going to say the password is, and then you, Nick, as the player, you're going to cover your ears or however you want to do it in this technical setup so that I can say the password out loud for everybody, viewers and listeners to hear. Everyone but you. And then you're going to come back, and then I'm going to try to give you one word clues to get you to guess the password.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Good. Okay. So, let's say I'm gonna start with okay. I'm gonna say the password is, and then I'm gonna tell you to take your earbuds off, and then I'll give you a thumbs up to come right back on.
Okay.
All right, everybody, Disney Holics, the password is Yzma. All right, so everybody knows the password except Nick, and I'm gonna try with one word to get him to guess this villainous password. Your first clue is lever. So while Nick is thinking and repairing his AirPods, I think he's going to provide us with what he thinks the password is based off my one word clue of lever. Oh, we do have just a small audio issue here where I'm not picking up our new co-host, but he's thinking hard
You got me
about
now.
what this word is. All right. What's your guess?
Um, I'm gonna guess, is it Isma?
You are correct. Da-da-da-da. One out of one. All right. Good
Lever.
job.
Lever is too easy, Mike.
Too easy. Okay. Do you think she's going to appear in any
Yes.
way in the land? Yeah.
I thought they said that she was one of they listed her as one of the ones that would appear there.
Oh. Okay. Next one. Okay. This is going to start getting harder. It's not going to be just the names. You're going to try to really figure out the villainous password. Okay. The password is tentacles. Okay. So we're going to hear you guessing. And I'm going to tell you the first clue, which is contract.
Contracts. All right, this is harder than lever. Um, who signs a contract? I think I got it.
Ooh, what's your guess?
Ursula.
Your next clue is legs.
Okay, I'm on the right track. Something Little Mermaid related. Ariel.
Ooh, good one. I should say for the players and the listeners and the watchers, usually with password, it's similar to another game is code names is like this
Mhm.
also, where if I have to give a second clue, I'm gonna try to riff off what we've already said a little bit rather than giving you a fresh new clue. So far we have contract, legs. You've said Ursula and Ariel, and next I'm going to say ink,
Squid.
arms,
Tentacles.
Ta-da! You got it.
Yay.
That's our sound effect for today. Good job. Yeah, this is getting harder because
That was
it's not
good. That
just
was
the
harder.
names. You got the villain right away. But the actual password here was tentacles. All right.
I'm ready now. I'm ready for another one.
Okay. Ooh, it's getting harder. It's getting harder. Okay. The next password is Jafar. Oops, hold on. You're not no one's listening that's playing. So, okay, the password is starting over. The password is Vizier.
Okay, you're back.
All right. Your first clue is genie,
Bottle.
evil,
Jafar.
job,
Sorcerer.
official,
Sultan.
before.
Oh God, what was Jafar's job before that? He was. I'm gonna need more clues. I'm just gonna say lamp.
um, um, consultant,
What did he do? I should have watched this movie. Um, assistant.
royal.
I don't remember what he did.
No, once you hear it, you're gonna go, because I feel like he says it a few times. Or somebody says it, because I knew this title as a kid, and I don't think I would have known it from
Maybe
anywhere
you made
else.
it up.
No. Okay. Do you want to give up already on your third game?
Wow. No, I'm not ready to give up.
Okay. I can give you more clues. Coach,
I may have to give up. Oh man, what did he do? I'm gonna kick myself for this once I hear it.
I'll say the password is one word, but it also can come with a second word, and I've already said that, which is royal.
He's not a royal guard. Guard?
No,
Royal security?
no, he's got no
Royal
brawn, right? Just brains.
Royal. He's like the Sultan's chief of staff.
It's pretty much that. It's pretty much that. It was called the Royal Vizier.
I like no one's gonna get that. I would not
Yes,
have
he
gotten
goes,
that.
I'm your royal vizier,
Wow, that is a
Jafar.
great trivia question. That is a
Uh-huh.
great trivia question. This is like
Which
DCL quality.
is basically a royal advisor, I guess,
Advisor.
which
Okay.
is
I should
chief
have
of
gotten that.
staff. So you were on the right track
Okay.
there.
That was
Do you
close.
remember the Sultan's name?
His actual name?
Uh-huh.
I remember Jasmine calling him daddy. That's about it.
Wow. I actually don't know it either. Da-da-da. And I'm sure out there someone's listening and they know his name. I'm 90% sure they don't say it in the movie. So if he has a name, it's from the sequel or the series or something. Um, all right. So, okay, one down, but that was a hard one, and these are getting even harder. So the next password is going to be da-da-da-da-da-da. Um, let's see. Do you want to stay on hard round where it's a word, or do you want to go back to easy round where the password is the villain's name?
Good. Okay.
So the funny part is you had already gone into password mode, but I was still talking. about regular stuff. And my question to you is, do you want to go into this next round, which is harder, just words again, or do you want to go into the round where it's the villain's name is the password?
Just words.
Just words. All right, keeping it hard. All right, take off your headset for just a second, and I'm gonna tell the new password. Okay, the password is Arendelle. Okay,
Okay.
so your first clue is going to be betrayal.
Ooh, betrayal. There's a lot of betrayal in Disney movies. Um, Lion.
Cold. Cold.
Cold. There is, I'm going to say my thought process here out
All
loud.
right.
There is, I was thinking of betrayal. I was thinking of Lion King, with Scar. Cold makes me think death. So I'm gonna go with death. We're gonna keep it dark here. Death is my word.
Death. Okay. Next, we're gonna say um sisters.
Okay, not Lion King then. Sisters. Thinking around stepmother.
Ooh. Um, we're going to say snow.
Or no sisters in Snow White. Snow. Snow. Frozen. What was your clue before that?
Is that your next guess? Um, it was we've had betrayal, we've had sisters, and we've had snow and cold.
Um, I'm gonna go with Hans
Place.
of the Southern Isles.
Correct.
Is that right? That's correct.
Not really, but I'm gonna give it to you because that's what should have been the password, to be honest. The password was Arendelle, but that
Okay.
but I liked it better as we were going. I was like, I wonder if he would know where Hans is from.
I could
And
hear
you got
you
it.
saying it in my head.
There you go.
Okay.
That's even better. So you got the password and a bonus point, which makes up for the one that you got incorrect. So now you're back in the game. Okay, so the next password is crab. Crab. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the next password's clue is going to be shiny.
Shiny, is that what you said?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go with crab.
You got it in one guess.
It's from
Oh
Moana.
my gosh. Wow, that was really good. This is a hard round and you got it in one guess. Do you
Fun.
know the name
Go.
of that crab?
Oh God. Is it, what's something to do with like Tamatoa? Is that the crab or is that
Yeah,
something else? Is that
that's
it?
it. Tamatoa. Wow.
Oh,
You are just
extra 5 points.
impressing the Disney Holics listeners left and right. I did not know the name of the crab. And so that would have been harder if that was the answer and you got it as crab.
So when I saw that movie in theaters for the first time, there was something wrong with in the theater, and every time, so it got to that scene where he sang "Shiny," and then the audio went out. So they kept rewinding it back to when that song started, and it happened like 4 times over and over and over again. So I will forever dislike that song because I had to watch it on repeat 4 times.
Oh my gosh. Shiny. Da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. I was pretty convinced that was like somehow David Bowie when I first heard that. I was like, how did they do this? Because I'm pretty sure he was already with the darkness at the not the darkness. Oh my God. I love David Bowie. I meant he was past. I was trying to say it nicer and it got worse.
It
Um
got worse. Yeah.
so so yeah, that was it's also an interesting Disney villain because he's not in it that long, but he does come up in a lot of Disney villain like searches.
Do you know who the voice is?
I think it's the guy. Do you know who it is?
No.
Oh, he's part of that comedy duo, and he has like thick rimmed glasses, and I can't think of his name right now. Um, but yeah, I do know who he is, and I can picture him in my
Do
head.
you think they'll have him in the live action Moana, which the trailer just came out the other day?
OMG, I saw the trailer. What the heck? Like, why is this movie happening?
It happened really quickly because but what, 10 years ago was the
10
first was the
years, and we
original
just
one?
had Moana 2 come out last year.
I feel like they're trying to capitalize on how popular Moana is right now, and they're just
Yeah.
doing it now.
I mean, the trailer that I saw looks beautiful, but it looks just like the movie.
Yeah, I feel like they're doing exactly shot for shot
Yeah.
instead of changing the story at all.
And this is where it gets hard for me to defend these remakes, like I try to sometimes. But it looks so shot for shot that it it has to be almost 60% computer generated. So now we're in that weird thing like the Lion King live action, which was like, wait, is it live action or is it
Yeah.
not? So obviously, like Moana, the girl, is human, but Hey Hey and the ocean, and from what we saw of Maui, they're all CG.
Hmm.
So I don't know. This is like giving what Roger Rabbit or something. Like,
You'll still see it opening weekend though.
of course, and it's Moana and it's
And that's what
Hawaii.
they're counting
I
on.
have to. You know, I think the closest comparison I can think of is Lilo and Stitch, where it was pretty much
Yeah,
the same, but it was still good, right?
right.
Entertaining. And Hawaii. Wait a minute. That's two in a row. Okay. We have a couple more rounds of
Back on track.
passwords here for you. This next one is going to be actually no. I'm gonna keep this in the round that you selected, which is hard round, and it's just going to be a word. And now I'm gonna tell the listeners what it is. The password is Sugar Rush.
Okay.
Okay, the your first clue is candy.
Candy. Um, Candy makes me think of Wreck-It Ralph. I'm just gonna start with Vanellope.
Oh. Land.
Um, let's see. Are you putting me in a different direction, or are we talking about something in Wreck-It Ralph and that land that they were in? Or are you taking me completely out of Wreck-It Ralph and you're talking about a land in something else to do with a Disney park? What are we going here? Sugar Rush is more than one word, but we're gonna go with that.
Correct, and it is hyphenated, so therefore it is one word. You got it. That was really
That's
good. Oh
oh
my
okay.
gosh, very
Wow.
impressed here. We do need to now go on a cruise together and play these trivias. I
I
think.
love cruise on the trip or I love trivia on the cruise. I do all of them.
And either I find for me they're either really easy or too hard. Nothing in
Yeah.
between.
And then you also get those the groups who do every single one, myself included, who like you're competing with the same people the whole time and they win every single time. So,
Gosh. Yep. Yep. And then you see each other by the elevator and
yeah.
hey, hey you. All right, so we have one more game of password. I'm gonna make this a really good one. So we're gonna go with ha ha ha. Okay. The password is strawberry.
Okay.
All right, Nick is back. Here it is, the final password of the season. And the your first clue is bear.
Bear. There are a lot of Disney bears. Jungle.
Hmm. Scent.
Bear. Scent. Um, Honey.
fruit.
Bear scent fruit. I'm thinking Jungle Book. I'm thinking Winnie the Pooh. I'm thinking Brother Bear. Fruit. Fruit. I'm just gonna give you a random guess so I can get another clue here. Um, I'm just gonna say Tigger, keeping the Winnie the Pooh thing going.
Okay. Mm, evil.
Evil. Okay, so we have bear, scent, fruit, and evil. Trying to think of an evil bear. Evil bear. When have we had an evil bear? Have we had an evil bear before?
Yes, we have. Hmm.
Let me save the hardest for last. Um, I feel like I can picture in my head a villainous bear in a Disney movie, and I cannot picture what movie it is or when it happened.
Try another password and I'll we have one more clue available for this round.
Um, let's go with, oh, I don't want to lose this one.
Hmm.
I have one more clue.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you can say one more password. You could take one more guess and then I have one more clue.
I have no guess in my head right now.
No guess.
I just need the
Okay.
last clue.
The final clue is huggable.
Oh, oh, I got it. Lotso.
That is oh, wait, I forgot. Nope, the password is not Lotso.
Oh, damn.
It's not Lotso, but we'll keep going because you reinvigorated the game with the correct trajectory here. Now go through all the clues again, and maybe you can guess the password now.
Strawberry.
Correct. The password is strawberry. Why?
Lotso's scent is strawberry. But
Yep.
villainous bear in Toy Story 3.
Evil villainous bear. Now, do you think he's going to show up in Toy Story 5?
I sure hope not. I never liked him. I hope
Yikes. Didn't they? Well, I forgot how they um not killed him, but where did he end up?
he wasn't in Toy Story 4 though either,
No, huh?
right? He I think one of the kids took him who went to the school, the preschool. They like took him home and he became nice again or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. For some reason, I pictured him roped, strapped to the front of a pickup truck. Maybe that was someone
He
else.
was no, he was. You were right. You were right. That is yes, I can picture that.
Oh, like during the fight or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, congratulations. You actually got most of them correct, and you got the one incorrect one made up with a bonus by knowing who the crab was from Moana. I already forgot it. I have to scroll to it. His name is what?
Tamatoa.
Tamatoa. That's giving Trader Sam's tiki bar drink or something.
It is. I still think Jafar was the most difficult one. I still don't even
Really?
remember that word that you said,
The
but
Grand Vizier? Oh gosh,
yes,
I didn't
Grand
know
Wizard.
that. There's got to be listeners out there who also have that burned in their brain as a kid. It's just a weird new word for me as a kid. The Grand Vizier.
Do I win a prize?
You win a prize. Yes.
To be determined at a later
The
date.
prize is a souvenir of your choice the next time we're at Disney.
Okay.
Ta-da-da. There you go.
Okay.
On behalf of the Disney Holics for winning. Thank you.
I won't forget that.
Good. Good. Good memory. Then I'll bring you back for a memory game. Okay. So today we played the villainous game of Password. We talked a little bit about the new villain show at Hollywood Studios, and there's one quick tangent in the evil verse that I wanted to talk about, which is not very evil at all, but everyone on the show knows that I'm a huge Wicked fan, and even though that's not a Disney property, it is coming out this week that this episode airs, and everyone needs to go out and see it. I did get to see a Amazon Prime early screening on Monday, the 17th, of Wicked for Good. I won't say anything except you got to go see it, watch it in the biggest, loudest screen possible. I know you're seeing it as well very soon.
Yes, tomorrow. I can't wait. Did it live up to all your expectations?
It lived up to all of it. It has completed the story. It really is based on, okay, here's the rabbit hole of Wicked is it's based on a series of books in which were turned into a movie called Wizard of Oz that was then inspiring a new book series called Wicked based on the villain of Wizard of Oz, which was then created into a live action musical Broadway spectacular and then adapted into a live action movie in two parts. And that's where we are.
Everybody followed that.
So there's just so much. It's just so many layers of richness in this world and this story, depending on how deep you want to go. And the director, John M. Chu, shout out, he's amazing. He really leans into all of Oz, but and then brings it, into the Wicked verse. So yeah, definitely check it out. I'm going to be talking about this with Jenn Diz probably for months on end. She's going to be so tired of hearing about it. But very excited for all the Wicked fans out there. And to close up our show, I mentioned earlier, we're going to be playing out the song from the Villains show at Hollywood Studios. And thank you all for listening. We hope you enjoyed episode 262 of the Disney Holic Show. Follow us on social media at the Disney Holics. And if you want to get in touch, send us a DM on Instagram or contact us at thedisneyholics.com. Want to say thank you again to our special guest host, Nick. Thank you for joining the show.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.